Hello and welcome to my channel. If you guys haven't been on here before, welcome back. Right here, I have a stack of 10 different Romantasy recs. There are 11 books, but it's actually 10. I'll explain later. Like you guys have voted, I put the poll, you guys voted, and this came up as 59%, which is woo, quite a bit of it. So yeah, you guys asked, I will deliver. I did my April wrap up and made TBR before this video because of the fact that it was anyway the end of April, and obviously it was better timing that way, but of course I wasn't going to not deliver the video anyway. And for some of you that have asked if I could do the series one anyway, the one where you read series before you read other series and things like that, of course I will. I just obviously have to do this one first because it was the most voted for. So yeah, let's get into it. We are of course going to start it with the infamous A Court of Thorns and Roses by Sarah J. Maas. This is a currently 5-book series, more books to come. Technically 4 books, 1 book is a novella. We'll get into that later, but yeah. This book is, well, Sarah J. Maas books in general are some of the most popular fantasy, romantasy books literally in the world. She is incredible, and they are popular for a reason. I just finished the Throne of Glass series, which if you guys want, I can do a review and how I read it and all those things. But yeah, Court of Thorns and Roses. This book is, the first book is a Beauty and the Beast retelling. It follows a human girl named Feyre who goes into the woods. She hunts, basically. Her family is quite poor. And there's, like, in the woods, there's this kind of, like, half, I guess, border to the Feyland. And she unknowingly kills a Fey. And then, basically, the beast in the story, I guess you could call him, comes to claim the debt, which is either, you know, get killed by him or go live in the fairyland with him. And by fairy, it's not, you know, fluttering, I don't know, mini creatures with wings. It's like seriously awesome, like males and females and like super hot people. So they're fae, not fairies. It's pronounced fairies, but you'll get it. This is a perfect introduction, I guess, to fae fantasy, if you haven't read that before. Fantasy in general, this is the first series you have to read if you want to get into the Sarah J. Maas universe. So yeah, definitely go read this book. And quickly as well, I forgot to mention, A Court of Thorns and Roses is technically a YA series, but the books do get much more spicier as you get into the series, like, you know. So just kind of watch out for that if you're allowed to. It does get, this book isn't too explicit, but then it does get more explicit as you get into the series. So yeah. This next book is for the people who want to start getting into Greek mythology, you know, or love Greek mythology, whichever. This is a retelling of the Persephone and Hades story. It is the same too. So Persephone is the goddess of spring. Hades is the god of the underworld. They do get together in normal Greek mythology. This is just showing their whole story in a whole different light. I absolutely adore this book. 6-star reads for me. Amazing. Incredible. Definitely recommend. Super underhyped. I wish that it was much more hyped up on Book Talk, and you guys should definitely go read it. I would recommend, you don't have to, but it will make the story much more, you know, impactful on you if you just learn Persephone and Hades' story like the original telling, you know? It doesn't have to be exact. It can be a quick summary, whichever. Just kind of just quickly search up a quick summary or listen to someone talking about it, and not of this book, of the original story, because it will make the story, how it shows it behind the scenes, all of that, huge difference. This is closed door. Spice goes up to making out, I think. There's like, no, there's spice, obviously, but they don't explicit spice. It's like, oh, we go into the bedroom, then that's it. Yeah, and it's incredible. I cannot say anything else. It's like too amazing. You have to read it. Of course, the next one's gonna be Powerless. I mean, I didn't add in Fourth Wing in this, but if you haven't read it, definitely go read it. But I figured most people probably have read it, so it'd be, not a waste because it's an incredible book, but, I could have put in another book instead. So most people have already read Powerless as well. A lot of people have it on their physical TBR and haven't read it. This should be your sign to read it. It's incredible. I just got powerful. I am so in love with this world. It's incredible. It's like insane. The world is incredible. The amount that I love, like the amount of, oh my gosh, I'm sorry. The amount of love I have for this world is insane, So this has basically enemies to lovers, knife to the throat, Hunger Games in it. It has, like fantasy, not fey fantasy, but strong FMC, all of it. This is also YA. This is going to be Lauren Roberts, the author, has already said that the entire series is going to be YA. So we know that. It's incredible. It's genuinely insanely incredible. And there are so many plot twists. It's like gonna, literally grip you with, it's, once you go into this, basically it's gonna have like a clutch on you for the rest of the time that you're gonna be waiting. And I'm so happy that she's brought novellas because I would have died if I had to wait any longer to read another bit more of this world. It's incredible. So yeah, that's the next one. This one, I like to think of Powerless's sister. If you like Powerless and you're looking for something that is similar, you will absolutely adore Lightlark. It is obviously a very different concept, but if you like the stuff in Powerless, boom, right here in Lightlark. It's incredible. Lightlark, the second book in the series, Nightbane. I'm not sure how many books are in the series, but yeah, Lightlark and Nightbane have both come out. I've read both, adored both. This is also YA. This is a YA series. It's, look at that flop. It's incredible. It's absolutely amazing. You're gonna get your mind twisted with all the different plot twists and enemies to lovers and flashbacks and things that I'm not gonna spoil anything obviously, but it plays with your mind. It's incredible. So yeah, definitely go read this one if you like Powerless. Absolutely stunning. This book deserves so much more hype. I've seen people talk about this, it's crazy amazing, but I haven't seen too many people talk about this. But everybody who I have seen talk about it has been completely mind blown. This book is so funny, so adorable, love the characters, plot twists, enemies to lovers. Basically, it's literally what it says. She's the assistant to the villain in the storybook. It's kind of like a storybook world, not with literal, Goldilocks and stuff. But there's a villain, there's the knights, the heroes, the king, and it's quite a small read. This book was no spice. I think there was some kissing and stuff, but other than that, no spice. I'm not sure if the rest of the series is going to be YA. I don't know, you might want to check on that, but yeah, so funny, so cute. Definitely go follow Hannah Nicole Myra on TikTok if you have TikTok, because she has so many cute prompts, and once you read the book, you'll love to see her little skits with the villain and the assistant. Book number 6, The Hurricane Wars by Thea Gwanson. I'm not sure where I found this book, but it is incredible. First off, cover is gorgeous, map is gorgeous, the actual hardcover part of it is amazing, the naked hardback. The actual book is incredible. There's this little flip book thing on the inside, which I don't know if I can show right now, but you can see the ships on the bottom. It does this kind of thing backwards, but I can't really do that on the camera right now. It's special, it's magical. It's I don't know. Sorry, that was my finger. Definitely go get it. It's also, but it is, I think, an adult one. An adult romantasy, enemies to lovers, you're gonna see it's like pure enemies to lovers, and the characters are so lovable. Once I finished this book, I was so sad, and the second book's coming out soon too. Yeah, don't forget to get this gorgeous beauty as soon as you get it. And I would definitely recommend getting the hardcover rather than the paperback. I have a hardcover, and just because how gorgeous it is. My opinion. Anyway, on to the next book. A lot of you will have probably heard of Jennifer L. Armentrout before. She has quite a few other popular series. This is the Luck series by Jennifer L. Armentrout. Deserves a lot more hype. Completed series of 5. This is YA. There are some spicy moments. I'm pretty sure you can skip them if you don't want to read them. There is makeouts. I don't exactly remember whether there's more spice than that. There is definitely more spice. I don't know if it's explicit or not. I don't think so. But yeah. Plot twists, you'll love it so much, and it deserves so much more hype. It's fantasy, but it's also sci-fi, so if you like some of that too. It's not specifically sci-fi, but you'll know why it's sci-fi once you read the series. But it's incredible. Enemies to lovers, forced proximity, you know, best friend's brother, all of that. And when I tell you that this book boyfriend is crazily in love with her, they're basically soulmates. They are soulmates. It's incredible how much they love each other. It's magical, honestly. So, next I was gonna say Once Upon a Broken Heart, but something I should mention, you have to read Caraval before it. These two series connect. The sort of villain guy in this series is the main character in the series. They're both romantasies, both incredible. This was Stephanie Garber's first series, her second series. Both have so much hype. One of my friends is currently reading Caraval right now, and she is adoring it. Trust me, you're gonna love it. It's enemies to lovers, magical, like there are 2 different romance parts in here, 2 different main characters, but they also merge, and you'll see how. Once Upon a Broken Heart focuses only on one set, but definitely recommend reading Caraval first. I read Once Upon a Broken Heart and then Caraval. I didn't know you had to read it like that. I hadn't heard anybody say that, but I would have definitely read it the opposite way around if I could redo it. But yeah, I'm definitely going to be rereading this series this year. Absolutely adored it. These are both YA series, by the way. I think, these are her only 2 series. I don't know if she's going to write any adult books, but these are both YA. No spice. It's like close the bedroom door, that kind of spice, you know? Next, we have one of my all-time favorite authors, Ali Hazelwood's Bride. Oh my gosh, where do I start? Okay, so for me, it was about this much of the book where I was very confused, and I was like, okay, what's going on? Because I loved all of her other books, but I love them all from the beginning. This is her first romancy fantasy book ever. She's written a bunch of other romances. Definitely go check out those because those are all amazing. But yeah, for this much amount of the book, I was convinced I might actually DNF it. And then I pushed on, and this literally became a 6-star read for me. It has a shrine on top of my bookshelf. It's that good. It's incredible. Push through. Trust me when I say it, push through. You might not like it. Maybe you'll like it from the beginning. That's great. For me personally, I didn't love it for like the first bit, but now I understand it. Absolutely adored it. There's some mystery in here too, but this is an adult romantasy, so keep that in mind. But yeah, Bride by Ali Hazelwood. Last but not least, we have Belladonna by Adeline Grace. I'm not sure whether this is a completed trilogy. This is YA, by the way. Not sure whether this is a completed trilogy. The 3rd book's coming out soon. I've read the first 2. Absolutely adored it. Love how there are now going to be multiple different point of views, different characters, different main sets of characters. The dynamics in this entire series so far has been incredible. I love them. I love the plot twist. It's like a murder mystery, romantasy, all that mixed in. It's not like crazy, gross murder mystery at all, but it's like, it's just magical. And it's like this entire world, I would honestly live in it. It's so just suspenseful, beautiful, mysterious. So definitely go read it. The writing is mysterious and beautiful. This series definitely deserves much more hype on Book Talk and hype in general. All right, so that's the end of the video. Thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe, comment, all that. Share the video if you can. Thank you guys so much for supporting me and for just being here. Welcome if you're new. Can't wait for you to join our little community. And yeah, definitely go add me on Goodreads if you want to be friends on Goodreads. If you want to follow my TikTok, all the links are in my bio. So yeah, bye.